Okay, welcome back in. We've got midfielder, team captain Desiree Scott, and we'll open straight to questions. First one's Wes Underwood, Sports Talk Podcast.
Hey, Dizzy.
Hi, how are you?
Big game. Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Yeah. Big game last week against the Dash, and you may not have been in the game, but I heard you were kind of the hype person during that game. What'd you say to help motivate the team?
Yeah, I pride myself on being our team's biggest cheerleader, whether I'm on the pitch or not. And having to watch that match, not being directly involved, was tough, but had all the faith in my team. And I think I just alluded to that. I just said, you guys can get the job done on any given day. Playoffs are a different beast, but I had trust and faith in all the players, whether they were starting or coming on as game changers. And I just said, I'm here for you regardless of the results, but let's get it done. And they got it done.
Awesome. And you all go into All Rain tomorrow. Are you expecting a very physical game, being that you all have had the last 3 out of the 4 decided by 1 point?
I think it's definitely going to be a physical game. I think you are adding in a fact, you win this one and you are heading to a championship. I think that elevates the match in itself. OL Reign is a physical, technical side, whether they're attacking or defending. So we've got to raise our level, and we're exactly that team as well. So I think it's going to be a fantastic match, one we're up for and ready for as well.
Thanks, Wes. Next up, Alex from On Her Turf, NBC Sports.
Hey, Desiree, thank you for taking the time. First, can you just confirm this will be your first ever NWSL playoff game? Is that right?
I thought it was my first, but apparently I have been in one way back, I believe in 2013. So I just have a terrible memory, but yes.
So you're first in almost a decade, and obviously a lot has changed since then. Kind of, what are your thoughts on just A, making it to this, but also obviously the team had its first last week that you weren't able to be part of?
Yeah, I mean, just incredibly proud of the group. I think of the journey that we were on, coming from last season to where we're at now in a semifinal of the playoffs. Just to see the quality that we're producing on the pitch, the connection we have as a team on and off the field, and really just excited to get here and be in this match, and to be able to have an impact on the pitch and get some minutes in will be great as well. And I'm just incredibly proud of the group and excited to take the pitch tomorrow and hopefully get to that final match.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Alex. Up next, Theo Lloyd Hughes from The Striker.
Hi, Desi. On the subject of firsts, I don't believe you've scored an NWSL goal. Is that correct?
That is a correct statement, yes, unfortunately.
I know Kate scored her first last weekend, which also became the latest ever regulation goal scored. Are you planning to kind of pop up in a big moment this weekend and announce yourself?
I mean, wouldn't that be a time to show up finally after a decade in the league? Would love that. Obviously, my role is to hold it down centrally, make it difficult for teams in their attack, but I am getting further and further up the pitch. Hopefully, that would be a whirlwind moment for me if I could help my team score, so always trying.
I'll be watching very closely. On that note, though, on your duties, just chatted to Matt, and he spoke a lot, and Lo actually spoke a lot in the week about how everyone's roles are so important, whatever that role may be. What do you feel like Matt does well, or the group does well, in making sure everyone feels valued?
I think that's super important. I think from day one, whether it was preseason or we're here at a semifinal match, I think we've alluded to the fact that everyone is important no matter their role. And it's a long season, so that can definitely, waver in times, and people are like, where do I stand here? But I think our connection off the field just really brings that onto the field. We know what we have everyone's back, whether they're a game changer, a starter. And I think Matt does a good job in allowing people to have their one-on-one conversations. How can they improve, making sure that they know they have value. And I think the players ourselves, we try and bring that every day, every week in practice, letting them know that no matter what your role is, we wouldn't be where we're at without every single person on this team.
We heard a lot about the Houston crowd last weekend. I know you weren't on the pitch, but how did you experience the Houston crowd, and what are you expecting from Seattle on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, look at the numbers that are showing up for these matches throughout the league, whether it's a playoff game or not. I think it's been incredible, the numbers that are showing up. Great crowd in Houston. Definitely, wanted to rock for their squad, and I think OL Reign is going to have a similar crowd that's coming out. I think 18,000 was the last I heard. Going to be great. I think that's the crowds you want to see showing up for these matches, and it's only going to raise our level and make us want to play even harder.
Thanks so much for your time, Jesse. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Theo. Up next, Jacob Cristobal, Sounder at Heart.
Morning, Desi. Thanks for taking the time to chat with us. Following up on just what you were just talking about with the crowd, the big crowd expected for tomorrow, and then also the crowds that we saw last weekend in Houston and San Diego. From your perspective, being that you've been in the league, since day one, kind of along with the Reign having their trio, what's it been like for you just to observe like the gradual growth in terms of people just getting on board of supporting women's soccer? Kansas City was holding rallies for you before you all made your journey up here. But just what's it like for you, having been in the league so long, to see the growth and now people are making such an appointment viewing like a spectacle?
Yeah, I mean, it makes my heart incredibly happy. We are out here every day working our butts off, wanting to play the sport we love, and I know there's been some faithful fans from day one, part of our Blue Crew in Kansas City, but to see that growth happen throughout the entire league, slowly but surely, people investing in the game, seeing the importance of what we're doing, and really just enjoying themselves. I think that is an amazing thing to see, and we're feeling that, as we play in different stadiums when we're at home in Kansas City. Just the support has been phenomenal, and to see it gradually increase, continue to increase, not only in this league but around the world is a fantastic thing as a soccer player to see.
And then as a follow-up question, I asked Matt this: Did you stay up to watch the World Cup draw, being that you're on West Coast time, so you could stay a little bit later than you would if you were back home?
Yeah, no, I definitely tuned in. I was pretty nerve-wracking, but got the feed and saw our pool, so it's exciting stuff for sure.
Awesome. Thank you, and all the best tomorrow.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Jacob. Desi, you kind of hit on it a little bit, but with these big crowds we've been seeing in Houston, expecting tomorrow in Seattle, do you lean on the support you have from home? I mean, downtown lit up in teal, the Union Station with the current flag, all of that.
We feel that support incredibly, especially from our Kansas City fans and supporters. Whether we see the teal throughout the town, we know that's for us. We get all the messages on social media of people supporting and rooting for us. Schools that have started to have teal days and kids wearing our jerseys. I think we definitely feed off that. And it just inspires us every day to continue on and want to play the game that we do and play to inspire those kids to be us one day. And it sounds cliche, but it really does make a difference knowing we're supported. And that's why we're out there working so hard and hopefully bringing this championship back to Kansas City.
Thanks, Desi. Any other questions? All right, we're going to call it a day, and we will see everybody tomorrow.
Thank you.